That was supposed to be thunder. How are we doing, everybody? I hope everybody's having a good day. Welcome to Horror at Highrook, Chapter 2. Oh, not the options. Well, maybe the options. I think I might want to... I'll test out the larger UI and text, just because I think that was kind of small in the gameplay screen of the first one. So we'll see how it looks. It might be excessive. I don't know. But let's see. What happened last time? We found the kid. So, what happened last time? I can do a quick recap, yeah. So there were 4 investigators that were sent to this house of this prominent family that just kind of disappeared. So we're trying to figure out what the hell happened. In investigating, it seems like the father started doing some occult rituals, kind of like the... You know, Eldritch Horror always starts out with the, someone biting off more than they can chew. And that's exactly what happened here. The unfortunate thing is that he did, in fact, involve his child, which is not great. The kid was getting sick, and then we finally found out at the end of the chapter that because he was getting sick, the father was desperate, and the father kind of put him into this, like, Nibiru, this other world, this Eldritch Horror kind of other world, that was supposed to make him feel better from what he knew, but he kind of is just like fading in and out of existence. He's not like really there. He feels physically awful. And now we have to figure out how we can maybe save the kid. There was a being, I think that they called the Key, that was there kind of watching him, and she was basically like, no, you don't get the kid back. Which is crazy. But now we're dealing with the repercussions, because I think what happened at the end was that the Key kind of punished us for doing the ritual, for opening that door. We have a crack in the world and some skulls on the map that we still need to figure out what's going on. Let's start with the top room. Oh God, do I remember their voices? Oh, that looks perfect. Okay, I do love the bigger text in UI. That's really good. As I suspected, the aftermath of our ritual has invited new terrors to the house. Perhaps they're linked to that cursed mark in the chapel. Caligar seems more intrigued than concerned. We should use our skills to remove or destroy them before they damage us or the property. Okay, so let's look at the crack in the world. The Key has returned to Nibiru, but a dark runic scar remains, etched into the floor of the chapel like a wound. A fetid draught rises from its inky outlines. This is a tear in the world left behind by the aftermath of a dark ritual. Whilst present, this fracture might provide ingress to things from beyond. Oh, ingress, okay. To mend this fracture, we need to banish the entities it gives birth to. Okay, so that is probably all of the locked guys. The reason I stopped at the word ingress is because I was thinking about the Adventure Time episode, Hall of Egress, which is supposed to be like, egress is like an exit, I think, is like the definition, or like progress, kind of. I don't know, I could be wrong on that. But ingress is probably the opposite, where you're getting in. We're letting things in. The fracture is letting things in from beyond. So, there's ghosties everywhere, so that's fun. What in the hell was that? It felt like the sky had become an ocean and drowned us all. The Acheron boy. Like a ghost, half here and half elsewhere, thin and hollow. Atticus rubs his eyes with his grubby fingers. And that beast, the horror. Its head was like a broken root. Was it real? And if so, what has Gideon done? That entity was an instrument of Nibiru, a lesser demon of the end. Something I thought I would never witness. Vitali shivers, but his response betrays an edge of excitement. The Key's the custodian of the first circle, the sentinel on the shore. I've read of such beings, but never dreamed I would see one. Perhaps the window through which the Key spoke was not fully closed. There's a mark here on the ground, an uncanny rift or fissure, and the card here seemingly dropped by the boy. Caligar plucks the key card from the grimy boards. We should monitor this scar in case its presence conjures more nightmares. Very wise, Caligar. We need more information on how these unholy rituals operate and who's involved. I suspect there are more occult texts locked in the secure cases of the archives. I'll send words to my colleagues at Vanitas. Perhaps they can provide us with some assistance in accessing them. And then we have the letter. Fellow Mechanist Aster, firstly, we commend you on your commitment to this investigation. A paper on your findings will be most welcome in the Institute archives. Judging from your description of the modified locks, it appears that Lord Akron has been receiving assistance from the Seekers. The Communion has developed an alternative configuration to our standard locking mechanism and uses it to secure their hideouts and archives. Their work is far from sophisticated, though. We've included an MK1 skeleton key with this letter to enable you to bypass their crude revisions. We wish you fortune in your work. May the cogs turn your way. Vanitas Institute Assembly. Okay. So there's a lot to do. Am I paused? I'm not paused. Oh, wait. Yeah. So there's a lot to look at here. So we've got Grasping Roots, Ritual Remnant. Okay, so first, I think there's so much going on, I literally don't know what to do. Okay. Grasping Roots. A carpet of fine, thorny tendrils has sprouted beneath our feet. These wiry coils of bramble-like roots desperately wrap themselves around anything in reach, stifling whatever they can grasp. Moving through this field of clutching threads is exhausting, each step a miniature battle with writhing rhizomes. Okay. That's literally a word I've never seen before, and also good alliteration. I love it. People can melt them away or dig out their source. This increases the fatigue level of nearby characters every hour, and we can overcome this entity if we can match its attributes. Okay. We do have a lot of stuff in the laboratory. The Ritual Remnant, a flickering form, a sense of frozen fear. Something is here and also not here. Its half-presence sends shivers through the air. Increases the madness level of nearby characters every hour. Okay, so that's going to be true for every one of the Ritual Remnants, right? Yeah. So let's start by just getting people in a safe room. Let's start there. These three things I left in here because I wanted to do them eventually. But I think most of this is already just taken care of. I don't have anything to do in here because I have the night lamp. This is the crack in the world that I left behind. Or not that I left behind. That we left behind after we did the ritual. We've got the school code. A slip of creased card inscribed with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, the image of an academic cap is stamped in black ink. We can perform a task with this card in the machine room. Okay. So I can have Aster do that real quick, because it says, yeah, task focus of 3. So I can do that now, and I can start that. Night lamp is good, crack in the world. The Velociteer is just like a bonus to the chapel. Also, we can upgrade this later, which is interesting. We got Mr. Tubbs in the dining room because he was just eating. Love Mr. Tubbs. Look at that face. He's so cute. It's a lot more noticeable if I like scroll in. Yeah. Look at that little guy. Glad he was the only one that made. No, the kid's still fine. I don't know about the others. Okay, so we did Unmat's pot yesterday. Last time? Whatever. The machine room is good. The courtyard, the trowel I already knew about. I read this. The archives key. An intricate master key device from the Vanitas Institute. Its slim metal body bristles with ridges and teeth. Each protrusion is attached to a rotating band like an ornate puzzle. We can use this item to help unlock sealed containers in the mansion's archives. Okay. So there's another thing to do in the archives. So I guess I can put the library's codex here. And I do have Irving's eyepiece, which gives me a bonus. So I should be able to do this without needing any bonuses, which is cool. Vitali's note. It's difficult not to despise that lump, Atticus. If we didn't require the presence of someone to hunt and carry, then I would have sent him away, or at least petitioned to the others that we did so. The horrors of Highrook are not those which we can beat with hands like clubs. They're not something we can take out into the garden, hit with a spade, and then bury in the thin dirt, as Atticus no doubt wishes to do. This place is a puzzle box of many-dimensional complexity. As an example, whatever ritual incantations Lord Acheron may have uncovered, it is only my learning and insight that will allow us to engage with them in the correct manner. Oh, Jesus Christ, Vitaly. Okay, so I think that's all the new stuff. I do immediately want Vitaly to go in here, though, because he's pretty good at the archives. He is going to get a little bit more madness, but that's okay. Oh, I didn't read the Senville Gazette. Black Sands residents dream same dream. In what is being described as a bout of mass hysteria by sleep clinicians, many Black Sands residents have reported having the same dream on Tuesday night. The occurrence, which has been dismissed by the mayor, who claims to have had a very different dream that night, saw people reporting nighttime visions of a long hall in which a nasty sort of shadow produced feelings of dread and sickly loathing. The High Council has appealed for calm and suggested women and children drink 1 milk cup of egg brandy before sleep to treat any unsettling nighttime visions. Sorry. I'm having really terrifying dreams. Get drunk! So unserious. Okay, so I can't do anything with the grasping roots. Actually, I can. Wait. So, you'll increase madness. Everybody's at 30 with madness, I think. Alcoholism. In addition, if the addiction is not fed, the sufferer suffers. The character will suffer an injury each dawn unless they've drunk alcohol in the previous 24 hours. That's why you're so fucked up right now. Everybody else is fine. Okay, so Caligar is, for some reason, an alcoholic. So I guess I need you to drink a little bit. Which is crazy. That will cure your madness, I believe. But then you do also need to get healed. Let's have Atticus do this. Oh, yeah. I do need... Wait. You don't have... Oh, you don't. Oh, shit. Okay. Then maybe we bring this up here, have Caligar do that, and then, does anybody need to eat, or is it just, people are kind of hungry. Not, like, super hungry. Like, it's like I just ate lunch. I'm not hungry, but I could eat. I just ate a small lunch. Okay, let's have everybody do this, because I think maybe we'll get some additional stuff from the courtyard now. That might be wishful thinking on my end, but that's kind of what I'm hoping for. Here we go. New room. School room. Okay. This is Sophia's note. The brain cap I bought from Direwitch appears to be a waste of time. I'd hoped it would aid Simon's classes. However, the gadget not only requires the support of the machine room, but it also seems to operate entirely randomly. Instead of focusing the mind for study, it imparts all kinds of chaotic visions. I was tempted to return it, but Gideon disagrees. I think partly because he wishes to avoid leaving the house. I'm concerned that his solitude is a sign of something more troubling. I've been so immersed in my own studies recently that I didn't notice this change in him. Maybe it has something to do with the work for the Seeker's Communion. I'll have to ask him when the opportunity presents itself. Nothing from Direwitch ever works properly. It's a nest of grifters down there. But I'm glad the lady's starting to notice her husband's decline. Let us hope she got out before he got her involved in his wicked plans. It is a relief to find more evidence of Lady Acheron. Sophia was a keen amateur scientist. I made her acquaintance at various lectures in town. A truly remarkable woman. I pray we might still find her safe. The device is a mechanist design, but is unfamiliar to me. It seems to be some sort of mental imager. Even if it did not suit her needs, it might be useful for ours. The equipment in the schoolroom here might also be of use. The chair is designed to support machine-enhanced learning. Vitaly strokes his beard, pondering the possibilities. If we can make time within our investigations, we should do well to make use of the training offered here. See, I made his thing, like, talking super fast in, like, an annoying way, and now it's like, oh, I actually, like, cannot think that fast. Okay, so let's have you start working on the brain cap as well. I do need to get everybody, like, kind of healed up. An entity has crossed the veil. God, mother! Oh, okay, so that did something. Wait, okay. So the crack in the world has weakened. Oh, I see. So we need to keep doing stuff here to bring that number down to 0, and then that will fix it. So I guess each time these like different specific ritual remnants come up, we need to do something else. Faint insight, okay. All right, so we have voracious worm, gross. A gross, glistening worm, its twisting bulbous form almost knee-high as it rolls across the floor, its puckered mouth drooling and flexing. A set of spiral shard teeth in its grim maw will snatch at anything living within reach. Perhaps we can crush or bury this slavering worm. Slavering? I don't know. Increases the injury level of nearby characters every hour. We can overcome this entity if we match its attributes. Okay, so I could still put you here. It's just going to be clearing that instead of making the brain thing work. So I do have an oil bud now, so I can make the machine oil. Fuck, but I need everybody to just, like, be calm. Your madness is high. Your madness didn't even do anything. Yours didn't either. Caligar, drink alone. Caligar, drink with Mr. Tubbs. Caligar, drink with Mr. Tubbs. It's crazy. Okay. So we got a couple things from the archives too. So this can go in here, and then this can go in here, and we've already read those, so I don't need to put more in there. We got a couple things from the archives. A perforated instruction card. It's lined with codes that direct a mechanist educational chair. With this code, when this code is executed with enough insight, the process can enhance the skills of the participant. Using this card will increase the attributes of the character performing the task. The graduation cap number needed to unlock this task is based on the current level of the student. Oh, so this is the gear card that goes in there. So if I were to take you over here, now that I have this insight. No, it's not enough. I need one more insight to do it. Okay. I gotta think about who I wanna have do that. Also, I need now. Oh god, there's so much to do. Okay. There's another seeker's letter. Brother Akron, your skills improve. However, your recent divergence from our instructions is concerning. We know that you acted in order to protect your son from further illness, but the instruments of Nibiru are not designed for trivial or domestic application. The key will be unlikely to return Simon to you without significant persuasion. And although his sickness will remain stable in the gardens, no unascended entity can remain in that place for long. We hope you will rein in your personal impulses during the next stage of your journey. The communion. The communion. Okay. Wait, I put the wrong thing. Yeah, you go in there. You stay in there. I'll have these two work on their thing. I do have another moonshine, so I think I'll just have everybody else do that. Your next thing is injury, so I need you to heal yourself. There we go. Crack in the world has weakened. And actually, honestly, if I'm going to give it to anybody, I kind of want to give it to Caligar first. So I don't know what this is going to do, but 2 faint insights, a small revelation, a new knowledge that can be applied to improve one's skill. That gets me a thing in the didactic program. Oh, but that's single use. Shit. Well, I already started it, so I can't stop it, but... So it says increase the attributes. I'm assuming that means it bumps 1 up to 2, maybe? I do need someone to go into the archives, so Vitaly, you're doing it again. Because I think I need 4 of these, maybe 1 for each character, and we can boost 1 of their skills or something. Oh, it's every skill. Okay, that makes a lot more sense. It's every single skill. For a second, I was like, damn, how am I even going to get anywhere? Oh. Okay. Sophia's note. 3. The direction of Gideon's new work unsettles me. He's obsessed with a mythical place called Nibiru. He seems convinced it truly exists, populated with wondrous treasures and powerful entities. I pray that this new obsession has not involved Simon, especially considering his recent illness. He idolizes his father and is always eager to help. Of course, I blame the Seekers for Gideon's transformation. I'm sure they're exploiting him for their own gain. He even suggested that I should halt my development of the field phone and instead aid him in the communion. Perhaps I'm being paranoid, but I'm going to make my work more secure. The last thing I want is for my research to end up in the hands of some cultists. A familiar tale, I'm afraid. The aspirations of the wife being subject to the ambitions of the husband. Aster shakes her head in frustration. Sophia was a skilled inventor in her own right. Perhaps if her research had been pursued instead of her husband's, this whole debacle might have been avoided. Regardless of their marital squabbles, we should investigate the device Sophia was designing. If it can visualize hidden signals, then it might be of great use to us. And by pursuing her design, we would be more likely to find traces of the lady herself. I truly hope so, Vitali. I'm convinced that she would not be a willing participant in her husband's occult practices. Okay, so we got another entity. A hot bombshell has entered the villa. I don't really know what that's from. Okay, so let's have you drink moonshine. You can dream. Ooh, you don't even need any help for the night lamp. Okay. Oh, well, the night lamp is 0. Never mind. So we read Sophia's note. The Garden Guide. A collection of horticultural tips and highlights. Amongst the leaves are extracts such as how to pluck a mandrake, what to do when your beans are wrinkled, and where the wild things grow. What to do when your beans are wrinkled. Okay. So everybody's madness is fine. Caligar is sleeping, so that will help her fatigue. Cool. And I also got something to help here, which is exactly what I was looking for. We'll have these 3 sleep, and you can work on this guy, on the grasping roots while they sleep. This is the same one as last time, right? Yeah, the writhing rhizomes. Writhing rhizomes. There we go. Okay. That one doesn't really help us, but everybody is awake now. So let's have you finally do this brain cap. Because there's got to be something we can do with this, right? A mechanist helmet. Oh, I didn't read this. A mechanist helmet decorated with dials and sprouting vine-like electrical cables. Its faceplate blocks all vision, turning their wearer's focus inward to examine their own fleeting thoughts. When powered and worn by an attentive subject, this device can enhance and explore the inner workings of the mind. We can perform a task with this card in the machine room. Okay, so I got the insight there. Can I open this? Oh, I need a third. Oh, I have catalytic powder. I do have catalytic powder. Who can dig? Atticus can dig. Okay. So I'll have Atticus do this, and then Aster can look for food. And you go back to the archives. Cellar code. We get another room. Okay. A slip of creased card infused with neat lines of numbers and symbols. It appears to be a key code of some kind. On the reverse surface, the image of a candle is stamped in yellow ink. Okay. So we got that. We also... I didn't read this before. Okay, wait, let's start at the top. Sophia's note 4. The unsettling changes in my husband's character are accelerating. He acts like he's a seeker now, spouting their twisted occult adages and poring over their dusty tomes. I fear I'm losing him to their fanaticism. His mania also seems to have overridden any concern for Simon's illness. He ignored the Cane Cross Yard medicals who came to help and instead spent the time placing the house in lockdown. He's constantly distracted, and he refuses to talk about Simon at all. I'm not sure what his intentions are, but I've begun to keep my work in the cellar atrium to avoid any potential clashes. I will place a spare key with this note so I cannot get locked out of there too. Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and make this just because it will give me something. So I'll have her do that. And everybody's working, so let's wait to see what they get. Mr. Tubbs, no! Not with the worm! That's okay, he's fine. Okay, so my problem now is I do need another one of those things. Oh. Okay, so I got machine oil. I got another garden guide. Mr. Mouse. One day, Mr. Mouse was watching from his window, and he saw a little jolly boat being paddled along the river. Sat in the boat were the 4 visitors he'd been expecting. With a squeak, Mr. Mouse climbed down from the window. He knew that the visitors must never see him, or all would be lost. He was, after all, just a little mouse. Pulling on the little mouse jacket, Mr. Mouse scurried to his cozy mouse hole in the wall. He would have to prepare for the arrivals. They were here to meddle with the great king's dreams. Perhaps they would even put some of them in jars and take them away, and Mr. Mouse couldn't have that. Okay, starting to wonder what the dreams are a metaphor for, but that's fine, I guess. Oh, fuck, I wish I had the inspiration card or whatever the hell it was. Because you're only 2 of those. What skills do you have? Incantations, sensations, roots, dreams, substances, and mysteries. Okay. Damn, maybe I shouldn't have done Caligar first. Maybe I should have done Aster first. Shit. Aster will have to be my next one. I want him to go back to the archives. We did also get Vision of a Theft, which I can't really do anything with yet, because I still have a crack in the world to deal with. Rain pounds on the roof. It crackles like gravel on the grimed panes of the chapel skylight. Lord Acheron is here, examining one of the wooden side tables. His hand moves around the dark wood beating, trying to find something by touch alone. A soft click reveals a small secret compartment. It's a thin drawer that slides out from beneath. The Lord of Highrook takes a few slips of papers from his pocket and stashes them in the tray. He pushes the wood back until another click occurs. Then, satisfied the stash is safe, he slopes from the room. The rain fizzes angrily behind him. Ooh. Okay. The rain fizzes angrily. Like they could tell. Okay. So, got you here. Do I just have to wait for the next ones to come up? Like the next, entities or whatever? Oh. Okay. A delivery. Another delivery? In the middle of all this chaos? Seems like the rumors haven't put off the errand boys yet. This stained container is a Vanitas document box designed to transport confidential papers. These cases are sealed with a protective tar. It's addressed to Lady Sophia Acheron. Oh, it's for Sophia? Wait. I didn't even think about that. Caligar, I'm gonna be honest, you're doing that. Aster's note. Oh, for some reason I mixed up Acheron and Aster, and I was like, what? Which Acheron? I was hoping to find more evidence of Sophia's fate. It's been years since we last spoke, but I cannot forget her soft voice and sharp mind. Are you in love with Sophia? Sophia is a natural scientist, hamstrung by a social code that smothers her skills and ambition. I loathed her husband. He was egotistical and pompous, but also distracted, which boded well for our friendship. Our trysts began as innocent conversations buoyed by enthusiasm that I thought... Holy shit, she's actually in love with her. I was making a joke. Hold on. Pause. Define tryst. A private, often secret meeting between lovers. Okay. Love this. Maybe not the affair part of it, but I mean, he doesn't seem like a good dad. You know what? Never mind. I'm not going to talk about. Yeah, the fair part's bad. Our tryst began as an innocent conversations buoyed by an enthusiasm that I first thought was platonic and realized was much more. Later realized was more. Perhaps we can still find her. I truly hope so. We must work to ensure that people come to know the talent that woman had and what she might have become if given the freedom to pursue her dreams, just in case the worst does happen. Damn. I guess I can let's see what let's see what Atticus comes up with in the vision room. And then I guess I'll get Aster ready to be up there. Does anybody need... What did we get from this? Did we not get anything? I need her to find food is the problem. We gotta find some... Oh yeah, we found this. But we gotta find some actual food. Not a mushroom. Oh, Atticus's note. Do not normally do writing, but something is off. This Highrook place is a wreck, full of junk and books, broken things. Don't like it. Smells wrong, feels wrong. The scholar's a brainworm and Aster is boring, puppet-loving mechanist. The doc is the only normal one. Wish she could take that mask off. Gross. Respect her privacy. She fixed me up last spring for the keel fever. She cared not. She cared not about the bodies. Sorry. Weighed it all in and treated us. In some fancy skirts, too. Elegant, you might say. Even in all that filth. Anyway, Joskell asked me to get his silver snuff box back from the cellars here. Apparently he dropped it last summer when he was helping with a delivery. If I leave it by the gate in the courtyard, one of his boys will pick it up. Hey. Okay. We are about to unlock the cellar if we can figure out... Ooh, hello. There's the didactic program. Okay. So that'll be for Aster. Mechanist notebook is interesting. Small pocketbook comprised of gridded paper and reference tables. It's busy with mathematical calculations and obscure equations. We perform tasks with this card in the study. Okay. Interesting. Keep that in mind. Oh, here we go. Oh, and the tracing charcoal. That came perfectly. Perfectly in time. Okay. So, oh my god, there's a lot going on. Okay, first, you go here. We're gonna upgrade you. A letter from P. Dear Sophia, I finally found the schematic that was... Oh, this is what was in the package. Okay. Dear Sophia, I finally found the schematic for that thermostatic valve you were asking about. It was stuffed behind Henry's desk. Heaven knows that man is so untidy. I was troubled to hear how Gideon's behaving strangely. After you told me of his manner, I spoke to the staff at Wilkins, and they told me he hadn't been in for weeks. And when he was last present, he was locked in a muffled argument with some folks from Senville and Deepspire. When they left, rumors sprang up that they were part of the communion, but the folks at Wilkins love to gossip, so I don't know how much truth there is to it. Anyway, take care, my dear, and I hope to see you at the Candlemas lectures. P. Okay. Ah, so we've got our next... Okay, we got another fragment here. This kind of looks like it would be the bottom. I'll put it there for now. Okay. Oh yeah, that's a way better way to move around than right-click. Oh, 1 second. Whew. Okay, glad I muted before that burp came out. Okay, so the cool thing now is because you have mysteries, I can immediately do this notebook. The guys will just have to wait to to get an upgraded thing. Okay, so those are all good. There's nothing new there. I read this already. I do need to have someone. You don't have victuals or sensations. No, you're not helping at all. You have both. So let's have you process the raw meat while we're waiting. We got visions of a generator. Sophia Akron enters the kitchen looking damp and dejected. She dumps a collection of wet instruments and paperwork on the large oak table and begins to dismantle the casing of an unusual crank-driven device. The item has clearly been caught in the rainstorm and can still be heard pattering outside. Sophia dries what elements she can... Oh, I just realized the focus fern never got worked on. Ah, well. We'll get another one. It's fine. Sophia dries what elements she can reach without troubling the delicate wiring and places the object, along with some equally sodden notes, into a warm alcove behind the stove. She holds her own hands over the fire for a moment, then strides from the room, leaving ghostly footprints behind her. Ooh, okay. So we can find something from Sophia, and it only takes one, so we're good there. This one I can get once Mechanist Aster is fully leveled up. Okay. So we got Aster to level 2 of everything. That's cool. People are getting kind of hungry, but I think what I want to do is I'm going to have you process this first. I got another piece of the schematic, whatever schematic we're doing. So that's down there. That looks like it's probably the top. We have another vision to deal with, so I think I will just have Aster do that in the machine room. So let's do that, and then Caligar and Vitali, I think, are kind of off the hook for right now. So I think what I'm gonna do... Tubbs does not give a bonus to that. Oh, wait, neither of you can cook, can you? No. Okay, so let's have you dig. You can go to the archives, and then we'll go from there. Someone has to do this Visions of a Generator, but I think I'll do that after everybody gets a chance to eat. Gift of the Bee! Here we go. My blood buzzes as if my body is a hive, a busy factory filled with the countless chemical tasks of my anatomy. I'm in awe of the simple alchemies of the everyday. A vision that lingers, offering a source of inspiration. Thank you, Bee. Do trust the bee in apartment 23. Crazy reference to pull. Oh my god, I didn't even think about that show until just like 5 seconds ago when I said it. Like it just kind of came up as like an automatic thing, and then I was like, wait, oh my god, yeah, that was a show. Okay, so everybody's gonna go ahead and eat here. I do have another didactic program, which is good. So I can go ahead and put that in there. Everybody has eaten. What is everybody's stats at? People are very tired. So everybody's going to go ahead and go to sleep as well. It's 2 p.m. and we're all going to go to sleep. It's just like college. Okay, so let's get the Mechanist notebook out here. I will need a bonus to this. Maybe we'll get a gift of the, or not gift, like a dream of the, oh my god, I can't even think of it. There's like, okay, we got gift of the monkey, which is fine, because I think now I can do the code for the cellar. So let's have Aster do that, because she's the only one who's at 3 right now. So let's have you do that. Atticus, you can do the generator vision. Caligar would be able to do the notebook, but I need some kind of bonus to I need a bonus in the study, so I'll have you do this, and then I will have you search here again, I think. I don't know how much more we can get out of the archives, but that's like my standard. I miss my books. Vitali, there's like 1,500 in the archives. Just breathe. Okay. Whoa, okay, there's a couple things that came up, but Alfred's note is first. Who's Alfred? Oh, this is like a worker, okay. Like a butler? Let's do that for now. I'm worried about the master. Since he started talking with those seekers, the house has been filled up with all kinds of oddments. Horrible antiques and tattered books full of foreign writing. Okay. Wild thing to write. Dire portraits I would not look upon. Amy says that just touching some of these items made Simon poorly, and now the Lord himself is suffering from some sort of melancholy.
Perhaps Lady Sophia is worried too. She asked me to bring some of her stuff down to the cellars. Told me that she might start working down here. I'm thinking that if anyone else gets ill, I might have to start misplacing some of the weird objects that when I handle the deliveries. I don't like to deceive, but I don't want Amy getting poorly either.
Okay. Interesting. A groundskeeper. It's not... You know what? I have to keep it. A groundskeeper and his daughter attended to the family, taking their own lodgings in the old well house. It appears that the father was also suspicious of Gideon's behavior, and had been stashing some of the Lord's tools and relics. I'm not sure if this will help us or hinder us. Alfred Blaine, I think his name is. I'd see him now and again at the docks in Aldworth or the Direwich Market. He seemed like a decent fella, bit of a dreamer, a bit too fond of smoking, but a good sort. Heard he'd adopted some of the orphans with the missus. I hope him and his daughter are safe somewhere. We should pay attention to their journals if we can find more. It's remarkable how overlooked the domestics... Yikes. It's remarkable how overlooked the domestics can be. Sorry, I don't mean to laugh at that. That's just crazy. Crazy phrasing, but also kind of probably matches the time. Just took me off guard. No doubt the Akron servants had accepted all manner of occult deliveries and had access to the private chambers of the family. Okay, so we read Alfred's note. We have another piece of this schematic. I don't even know what this is, but that's... It looks like it's like circuits and shit like that. So I'm thinking it might be something that Sophia made. Okay, so we have you looking in the archives. You are fighting the grasping roots so that someone else can gain a level. I think it's going to be Atticus, probably, and then Vitali will just be last. I want Atticus to do the clifftop searching so that we can see if we can get another of the, like, rubbing charcoal things. But we can start with Sophia's notes. It's been some time since the weather has permitted me to continue my experiments outside. The smog-laden rain chokes up my devices with an oily film. Today, however, a break in the clouds has given me the opportunity to accomplish at least a little work. I left Simon with Amy. He's still ill, but my husband says not to worry. A cold is doing the rounds. I'm still waiting for a delivery of schematics from the town, but I will test my prototype today, until either the sunlight or my power supply fail. I need more data to improve my design. Typical. A rainstorm began at noon and I had to retreat. The generator I bought from Direwich might be ruined. I'm going to try and dry it out, but I suspect that will not help. I hate this blasted climate. Okay. Oh, and this is a permanent bonus. Oh my god. Okay, that's cool. A small hand-crank generator designed to offer power for mechanist devices. Its portable and reusable nature makes it a favorite support tool for the traveling engineer. Azar Javid, that's how I'm gonna say that. Javid's crank. Azar Javid was a nomadic automaton designer. His lifestyle made it difficult to practice his trade, and his caravan was notorious for its mechanical appearance, spouting antennae and coughing out fumes. More a workshop than a home, Azar shared this wagon with an endless parade of half-built mechanical dolls. He designed his generator based on ritualistic energies, drawn from a strange repetitive winding action. His design was eschewed by some physically unwise... Nope. His design was eschewed by some as psychically unwise. There we go. But its portability soon made it a popular addition to mechanist toolkits. Okay. So if I need to do another one of those spirits, then I can immediately just knock it out with Javid's crank. Well, I don't think I need it, actually, because I think the spirits are only at 2. Okay. Cool. So now we also have a chemical worksheet. Hold on, I need a drink real quick. There we go. Sorry about that. Everybody make sure you're hydrating. I'm going to make that a hydrate for everybody. Anybody watching this video, get some water. Okay, so chemical worksheet. A detailed hand-drawn sheet of chemical tables and molecular diagrams, translated from some ancient tongue. It provides a guiding matrix for budding alchemists to lay out their calculations. This worksheet could support our activities in the laboratory. Okay. We got a lot of shit going on in the laboratory. I think I might need to put, like, the bonuses just, like, down in temporary storage, maybe. The non-permanent bonuses. Booster Matrix. A machine overload card traced with mathematical logic and yellowed with time. When used in mechanist devices, this item can aid calculations and improve performance. There we go. I need something for this, though. That's really what I need right now. I don't think I have anything for her to do right now. I guess I can have her... Yeah, I'll have her do the focus fern. Okay, Gideon's note. Gideon's note 8.
The circles are drawing in. I'm not sure if I'm outside or inside. I hear the sea of stars lapping on the shores of Nibiru. In my dreams, I feel the oily roots of the first circle grasping at my flesh. And when I awake, part of me is still there within those obsidian spires. I will not let my mind be drowned by these outer beings. I am a seeker. I open the gate. I made the key shelter my son. I will find a path to ascension. I know I can find the strength to succeed. Another of the entities had crossed over yesterday, a gross maggot of disturbing proportions. I destroyed it before anyone else saw and was rewarded with such a sense of triumph. I will protect my family. Sophia will understand soon, but for now I must hide the truth from her. She's been spying on me, I know it.
Maybe there's a reason for that. At least we can rid ourselves of these invading fiends. They're not all untouchable phantoms. Atticus cracks his knuckles.
It appears so, Atticus. Though take care when facing them, they still exhibit unnatural powers. Caligar clasps her gloved hands together. We must examine each new entity carefully in order to counter their intrusions.
We only have 2 left. Okay, so let's get... Oh, shit, I can't get Atticus there yet. Okay. There is an inspiring text. A short pamphlet of obscure origin, ostensibly outlining some abstract academic thesis. There's something more there, though. The pale parchment feels warm to the touch, as if imbued with an uncanny sense of purpose and energy. When this lesson is consumed, it may create... inspiration for the cliffs, the archives, or the courtyard. Oh. Okay. Well, I can put you here. I do want to get Atticus leveled up first. A lot of Vitali's stuff is covered by everything else. So, doesn't really make sense to me. Okay, so let's have you process this first. You are gonna get a level up. I didn't get the thing that I wanted, so I think... Nope, I put Aster to work in the... I made Aster do the focus for... Okay, so... Let's see. I don't think there's anything else I can do right now. Okay. Let's have these two... How are these two doing stats-wise? Literally fine. Well, mostly fine for you. 21 is a little bit tired. She could use a nap. Excuse me. She could use a nap, yeah. Oh, there we go. Owlty is perfect. Caligar. There we go. Okay. So your fatigue is at 18, which is not bad, but also not great. Let's have you do this, and then I will have you make moonshine real quick. And then I guess you're just gonna do the archives again. There's gotta be, like, they're gonna tell me at a certain point, like, hey, you should do some other shit, dude. Find something else to do, please. How many pieces are we at? 3 for the design. Oof. Okay. Well, now I'm at 4. Oh, and I already have the didactic program. Nice. There's another Mechanist notebook here, and I just got the tracing charcoal too, which is amazing. Let's have... okay, so you can process this. You can process this. And then let's just have you do the archives again. I think I just need to focus the archives for him. I also need to have somebody do this thing. Oh, I might not have time. What skill do I need for this? Roots 2 or the other one? You have roots 2, so I can have you do some shit. Wait, what? Oh, it has to be the beaker. Okay. So then I either need Caligar or Aster to be free as soon as possible. Okay, so we're done in the archives. Cool. Aster, you can go here. You probably need sleep at this point. You're getting there, I think. You guys can stay in there. Okay, so I don't need to do anything in the archives. Maybe I can do something on the cliff top. And then these two can go to sleep, I guess? I have 2 left until the crack in the world is fixed. So that's good. We're almost done with that. But I imagine that the chapter won't end until we finish this, like, schematic part of it. There's also got to be something we can do in the cellar. I haven't gotten a single thing for the cellar yet. Okay. So I got another tracing charcoal, which is cool. I'm going to put you down here, actually. I think maybe I should do, like different columns for each of the bonuses, maybe? And then I just got Gift of the Monkey, so that would go with the booster matrix. Cool. Got the faint insight. Let's have you make this too. Okay. So we got 1 faint insight. We got another one left that we need to get. And then I imagine that things will open up a little bit more. I think I need to just keep doing the brain cap too. Maybe we're done with the archives and now I just do the brain cap for a while. There's the machine oil. Cool. Neither of these two can do that, but you can. Oh, shit. No, Aster can. Aster can. And then I can have you do that, and we're good there. So that will free the crack in the world. Oh, whoa. What is that? Ah, those mushrooms disagreed with me. They must have been on the turn. Their ripe flesh has left a sickening scent in the air. Ah, okay. I did read that that could happen. I just didn't know how rare it was. Real quick. Oh, I forgot I was a princess. I left the princess on and then literally just forgot about it. We're staying like this for the whole video. That's so funny. But real quick, I gotta go to the bathroom. I'm gonna go piss, girl. I'll be right back. Okay, there we go. I am back. I don't think that was that long, so should be fine. Okay, so can't be in the dining room right now. That's fine. The mushrooms made us a little sick. We're about to finish the crack in the world, and I think that might be the next, like, marker of progress. So how's everybody's stats doing? Holy shit, you need to go to bed. I haven't even been thinking about how tired anybody else is. You have a little bit of injury and a little bit of hunger, but I think you can make it. Your fatigue is also kind of fucked, but you're in the middle of something, so can't really do much. I am going to have you do this just so that we can get everybody to be awake and alert. And Atticus has cleared the crack in the world. Whoa. Oh, she's pissed. Enough. I don't even know if I gave her a voice last time. Enough. My children are not to be crushed so casually. They are but grubs who stumbled into your world. The window is closed. A seal is returned, though it will not help you. Flail against the circles, you will break yourselves on our walls. Return to the quiet veil of ignorance while you still can. Oh my god, and you left some remnants behind? What the hell? Oh, I can't move them. I can't move them. Shit. Okay, Seal of Nibiru. A seal of Nibiru, a runic mark etched into a smooth pebble of basalt. This dark medallion is a symbol of power, a token of acknowledgement from beyond. Is that it? Have the horrors stopped? Atticus holds up his hands in a questioning gesture. If that's all these demons have to offer, then their bark is worse than their bite.
Yes, we've sealed the fissure that was formed during the ritual. Vitali handles the steel with reverence, and it appears that even Nibiru must acknowledge our progress. Now the incursions have ceased, perhaps we can return to locating Lady Sophia. It seems she was designing some sort of communication device. With luck, Sophia might have her prototype with her. If we construct our own, we might be able to make contact.
Ah, and that's why we're making that. Okay. Cool. Mr. Tubbs, no! It's fine. He's not affected. Cats love ghosts. Okay. And then I need... Okay, so there's faint insight. You need to level up, my dude. You're behind everybody else, Vitali. And Caligar has incantation, so I will have Caligar do that. What is your thing? You're like a green teal, not like a blue teal like my hair. You're like green. I'm gonna put you down here. You're gonna be your own thing over here. Because I don't know what to use that in. It's not the cellars, because the cellar's a little candle. I want to clear this out before I make anybody go to sleep. Before the chapter ends, though, I also want to make sure everybody's like well rested, well fed. Okay, so now Vitali's at level 2 on everything. We only have 3 pieces left of the prototype. I think Sophia has been hiding her work from me. She used to share her discoveries, but I know she harbors a mistrust of the communion. I forgot his voice. And ever since my collaboration with them, she's become withdrawn. Admittedly, I've been preoccupied myself. My work is now beyond the realms of mundane science, but I know she will not discuss the new paths that I've been taking. She considers them unsafe. Yesterday, I found a fragment of some mechanist blueprint in the schoolroom, a part of her field phone designed. But now is not the time to introduce any anomalies to the local spectra. It would disturb my work. I will seal the fragment away and perhaps discuss it with her when my work with the Seekers is done. Ah, so that's the reason that something was hidden in the chapel. Okay. So, I don't think anybody can do this except for Aster and Atticus. You need to sleep. Well, I don't want to get madness on him. So, I guess Aster is doing another one. See what vision we can get. How are everybody's stats looking? You're kind of hungry, that's really it. You're kind of hungry, that's really it. You are tired as hell and hurt. You are hungry and hurt. I do have a healing sprig, but I need to wait for the ritual remnants to go away. So let's just look at the brain cap for another vision now. We ran out of stuff to do in the archives, so that's fine. We don't have anything to do in the cellars. So I think the brain cap is our way of going from here. Vision of a silver pen. Okay. The schoolroom is a Spartan space. It's bare boards modeled with ink stains and chalk dust. Sophia Acheron is attending to the bulky mechanical chair that squats in the center of the room. She removes a slim metal pen from her pocket and uses it to reset a button in an awkward recess. The chair begins to hum and whir, its insectile limbs moving into some predetermined formation. Happy with this result, she places the pen on the leather seat and stands up to reset the chair. The pen rolls into the shadows, falling into a gap in the upholstery. Lady Acheron does not notice, and after a short pause, she gathers the rest of her tools and leaves the room. So let's have you do that. I kind of want to just, keep farming the brain cap, because I think that's really where it's at. I'll have Caligar make this. Concoct a healing dose. Good. You need to sleep, is your big thing. You gotta take a nap, my dude. Whoa. Okay. Palatino's pen. Oh, this is the inspiration thing. Okay. This is no ordinary quill. This is Palatino's pen. This is no ordinary quill. Its nib and body are encased in a series of metallic clasps and plates. Not only do these enhancements ensure that the ink does not clog, they also provide delicate slide rules and calculation references for the researcher. Palatino Garamond was a famous fanatical codebreaker, whose skills brought her to fame during the short-lived Panopticon War. She often attributed her success to this pen, a unique item that she claimed to have discovered in the house clearance of a deceased pagan scribe. Oh, okay. Fun. Okay, and now I have vision of a lockbox. Oh, that's the cellar. Okay. The cellars are dank and dripping. The Lady Sophia is here, kneeling in a narrow alcove, hemmed in by moldering crates and crumbling brickwork. She's placing a sheaf of crumpled paperwork into a mechanist document case. She places the box into a decaying shelf and seals it, her fingers scrolling the glinting barrels of its delicate lock. She slides the box into the shadows, glancing around nervously, and heads back toward the light. Okay. Vitali has the secret skill, and Atticus has the secret skill. So they bond over the cellar, and that's like it. Which is a fun sentence. I'll have you do another one. Does anyone have the archive skill besides... Aster has archives. Okay. So I can do that. Who's injured again? It's Aster and... I mean, everybody except for Vitali looks to be injured. Who has the worst of it? Okay. So let's do this. I don't know if it'll heal all three or if it'll just heal the one. Whoa. Okay. Oh my god. Puzzle box. 4? Jesus. A battered lockbox made of some dull metal. It's protected with a complex mechanist combination locks, a steel matrix of rotating tumblers and cryptic markings. Well, I do have enough supplies to do this, actually, because I have the Gift of the Owl, so I'll have Vitali just do that. While the other three are trying to get healed. Oh, wait, we also have Vision of a Lantern. It's twilight, and Amy is treading carefully through the icy field at the outskirts of the estate. Pa? Pa Alfred? She calls, holding an old flickering lantern ahead of her into the falling dusk. I know you're out here, old man. It's time. It's late and dinner's on. You don't want to end up with a plate full of wrinkled peas, do you? She stumbles briefly, regaining her balance, but the lamp shakes loose from her grip and rolls down a ditch into mud and freezing slime. The girl curses. I'm going back in now, so finish your pipe and come in for tea. She heads warily back to the orange glow of the well house before the clouds become lost in the darkening sky. We can perform a task with this card in the cliff top. And I will do that. So did that heal their injuries? No. Okay. So the healing sprig only works on the person who actually does the thing. Everybody's hunger looks pretty good. I will have... Oh. Sophia's note 6. A horrible truth has been unveiled. Simon, my dear son, is not with the Seekers or anywhere else in Black Sands. He's been sent somewhere else. I heard Gideon talking in the chapel last night. He was conversing with someone, with something, a voice as cold as the night sky, a guttural alien tongue. The visitor claimed that Simon was in the arms of Nibiru, that foul place my husband is so obsessed with. They continued, describing the door to this place as both below and beyond the house. I stood there outside the room incensed with rage. There's no use confronting my husband about this anymore. I fear for what he might do. I need to access this Nibiru myself and rescue my son. Oh, and we know that's not going too well. So, Sophia discovered what we already know. I cannot imagine her distress. I know she had already lost faith in Gideon's intentions, but this discovery must have left her feeling entirely alone. A tragic revelation indeed. I hope that her reaction didn't lead her into rash or dangerous actions. She clearly intended to take matters into her own hands. Okay, so let's send you to records, and I have 7 of 9 pieces. Which again, I assume getting the full thing ends the chapter just like last time. Okay. So, let's actually not unpause yet. I want you to do this inspiring text, just in case. You only need 2, so I will have Atticus do that. And Tubbs is there to help. Let's have Aster do another vision. Maybe there's another thing that we can still get, but I think we're running out of different visions, so we might be close. I don't think we had a vision of the library yet. Or the laboratory. Oh, hello. Corroded lantern. A dented and dirt-encrusted miner's lantern. Its workings and wirings clogged with mud and rust. If we clean it up, perhaps we can make it shine again. Okay. So let's get Caligar started on that. Damn! The brain cap is broken. The brain cap is empty of further revelations. Its circuits fizzle and whine as the wiring that holds it together slowly melts. Hopefully, we've teased all the visions we can from this strange machine. Gift of the Moth. Soft wings swim in the dust of the archives. Flickering shadows fall across the shelves as moths dance around the lanterns. A fluttering typography that hints at half-remembered stories. A vision that lingers, offering a source of inspiration. Okay. Why do we need inspiration in the archives, though? Cave lantern. Ooh, excuse me. Sorry. I caught that burp, too. Cave lantern. A simple miner's lantern built from cheap wire and battered metal plates. Its oil reservoir feeds a cracked wick, providing an unstable but vital light source. Ooh, okay. So I can have... Let's have Atticus look in the cellars first. I do need to have them eat soon, but it's not like a big thing, so I might just gather everybody in the dining room. I just want to see what the cellars actually get us. Does anyone have... No, 3 of you have like 5 madness. We can save the moonshine. Fatigue. People might need to sleep again soon after we eat, but it looks like it's almost time to eat, so. Whoa, holy shit. Okay. Ember fungus. Pale, slender toadstools emerged from the cracked paving of the lower cellars. Their deep orange caps seem to smolder like a sunset. Despite the poisonous appearance, there is a sense of transformative power locked in this fungal growth. Okay. Reinforced crate. A steel-bound wooden container, light enough to move, but heavy enough to be cumbersome. It's an upgraded version of the common shipping crates found across Black Sands, toughened with crude metal bands and polished rivets. Okay. Alright, so, brain cap, don't need to do anything with, it's about to break. I have a bonus here, and there's a set bonus with Javid's crank, so let's have everybody eat real quick. We are getting close to the end of the chapter, so I'm okay with them eating now, because I think the food only does like 50% max, and some people were reaching that. So, we're good there. I want to have you go here. You can go here, and you can go here. Because I don't think the ember fungus will get us a piece of the design, but I think the reinforced crate will. And I want to see what Vitali can find in the cellars. There we go. Sophia's note 5. Simon is gone. Gideon refuses to tell me where he is, only that he's safe and protected from whatever illness was plaguing him. I think he sent my son to the Seekers, to one of their secret hideouts. I'm so angry that I'm shaking as I write. Gideon is deluded. As if dangerous arcane rituals can help where medicine cannot. He needs familiar faces and proper treatment, not strangers experimenting with his health. I cannot continue my work until I've found where Gideon has sent my son. I'll store my materials in the cellar until I've located him. Once he's back, I'll make plans for the 2 of us to leave, even if temporarily. We cannot stay here safely any longer. Okay, and that got us here. Oh, we got another... Oh, hello. ember liquid. Excuse me. This is emberite. This is emberite, a miraculous find. It can dissolve grime from cogwork, bolster the strength of metals, and improves conductivity in electromagnetic devices. In Venitas, our reserves of this are kept under lock and key. If we have any tools we can upgrade, we should take them to the forge and use emberite to improve them. Oh. Huh. Okay. So that's like these guys, because you can upgrade. Oh, it's yeah, the forge. That's the gear. Or not the gear, the fucking anvil. The gear. Okay, so let's see. So what do we have left? Aster's pretty tired, Vitali's tired, Caligar's tired, Hawk is tired. Every other stat looks pretty good. I also just remembered that I can look here instead of in here. Their stats are up top, dingus. There we go. That's the last part. Dear Mrs. Akron, please find and close the schematic you requested, drawn up by Flitwick's Wiring and Supplies, Direwitch. We hope the illustration is to your satisfaction and look forward to doing business with you again. KH Provisioning. Okay, so real quick, everybody is tired. So, I think what I'm going to do very quickly is have everybody get a good night's sleep, let Mr. Tubbs cuddle with whoever he wants, and then we'll see what happens when we finish this out. We'll see what happens when we finish the design. I'm assuming we're going to talk to Sophia, maybe. I'm hoping that she's not in Nibiru, though. I'm hoping that she hasn't gone that far yet. Oh, we have to still build the schematic. I forgot. Schematic blueprint. Dark lines spread across the creased sheets like cracks in paving. Smudged comments and annotations indicate a communication device of some kind. The few legible sections of text are written in Lady Sophia's spidery cursive. We can perform a task with this card in the machine room. And we do have enough to do it. I think it's more fitting if everybody is there. So, I mean, good that Mr. Tubbs went over there. He didn't even know, but he's like, I think this is important. We should be here. He might leave before we finish, but Mr. Tubbs at least was like, damn, this is pretty important. I think I should be here for this. And then he was like, all right, you guys are taking too long. I'm going to go hunt. I'm going to go look for food because you guys never do that. We got a field phone. Okay. A baffling net of prisms and wires crammed into a small wooden case. This field phone is a communication device designed by Lady Sophia Akron. It provides a means of audio-visual connection over a distance. Okay. Okay, FaceTime. Work. Lady Sophia Cook. That was stupid. Unfortunately, such a remarkable feat is short-lived and a power-hungry process. We will require a small chemical reaction to activate the device. Okay. So now we do have the catalytic powder. We do have the gift of the bee. So we have everything that we need, I think. That should be it. Again, it seems fitting that we're all in the room for this. So let's put everybody in the room and get to work. It's midnight. Not the booty call times for Sophia. Oh well, Aster's right there. I'm just saying. The detector begins to hum, and a projection flickers into life. A ghostly image of the Lady Sophia appears before you. Wait, what? Who are you? You managed to duplicate my device. This is a miracle. Can you hear me, see me? You must be close. The field does not reach far. Where are you? In the house? She seemed anxious and drained, kneeling at the edge of a dark subterranean cliff. A makeshift camp is visible behind her. We must hurry. The connection will not last long. It's me, Sophia. Jane Astor. I'm so sorry we had to meet again under these awful circumstances. The image begins to shimmer as the power runs low.
I'm here to find you with a team sent by the council. Where are you? Are you safe? Ah, Jane, it is good to hear your voice. It's been too long. But where I am, I truly cannot say. I followed Gideon through a secret door in the cellars, a hidden entrance that led to an even deeper labyrinth. And now I'm trapped in a maze of strange tunnels and eerie chambers. I have water and food, but the projection sputters like a guttering candle. I'm mapping out the surrounds. Perhaps the Seekers have a secret hideout or shrine down here? If I can find it, then I might find a path to my son. I left the last of my notes in the forge. The code is... You manage to note down the sequence as the image dissolves. The shadows are alive. An angelic hymn.
Chapter 3. Here we go. Okay, so we wrote down the code for the forge, too.
The crossing is treacherous, but the dark can become darker still. Notes of Sophia Acheron.
Press any key to continue. Okay, so we have the forge code here. But just like last time, we leave off with a starting point. So let's go ahead and pause time. And that was chapter 2 of the horror at Highrook. Very interesting so far. I'm interested to see. I don't know why I didn't remember that Aster and Sophia like had a thing. I feel like I would have remembered that. Maybe I didn't play this as closely as I thought. This was one of those games that I was like reading silently to myself while music was playing in the background. So I really imagine that like I wasn't fully digesting everything. So I'm interested to see what kind of information that I just completely missed because I wasn't paying attention. Yeah, very interesting so far. I'm interested to see how upgrading works because it looks like we just use the Ember Liquid. I'm assuming that just like we would put this in the forge and then this be here and then we can just upgrade stuff. But I'm wondering how common that is. Very interesting. Very interesting. Also with the like, are we gonna level up again next chapter? Are we gonna keep like, are we gonna keep at level 2 for a while and then have to like figure out the bonuses and stuff? It's very much, I think I'm getting the gameplay loop finally. It's kind of like, you know, you have your things and you kind of have to look for sources of inspiration or like some kind of dreams or things like that and use those as bonuses to get the higher like goals. And then eventually you learn to level up from the schoolroom and you get these like divine visions or whatever and things like that. So I'm interested to see how upgrading the like static items like the pot, the velociteer, the eyepiece, Javid's crank isn't upgradable, and then the garden guide can't be. But the pen, I forgot about the pen. Yeah. I'm interested to see where it goes. Story-wise, I'm wondering, like, are we just going to reopen the door to the key, and she's going to be like, dude, what the fuck? The key's going to be like, dude, I closed it because you were killing the things that came through. Why did you open it again? And we're like, we need the kid. That's probably what's going to happen. I'm not even going to lie. It's just such a silly way of doing it. Yeah, but okay. I'm going to keep thinking about this. But that'll be the end for this video. Thank you all for all of your time today. I love you all. I hope everybody has a good rest of your day going forward. Everybody get a drink. Nope. Get a snack, get a drink, take a bath, take a nap. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves today. Like I said, I hope everybody has a good... Nope, I'm rambling. Hold on. I can redo that. No, I can't. Y'all know me. But yeah, everybody have a good rest of your day, evening, night, morning. I don't know when you're watching this. It's 7 a.m. No. 7:24 a.m. Yeah. Wow, this intro is so bad. Or this outro is so bad. I don't even really care. Get a snack, get a drink, take a bath, take a nap. Do whatever you need to do to take care of yourselves today. I love y'all, and I will see y'all in the next video. Bye.